Over the past couple of weeks, we've seen risk appetites pick up. We've seen equity markets start to lift and we've seen the New Zealand dollar rise. What we tend to find with currencies is that when risk aversion starts to pick up, the US dollar usually strengthens, treasury bonds are well sought, the yen and also the Swiss franc tend to rise. And when things go back into reverse and those risk appetites pick up, we see the US dollar weaken, we see our own currency start to rise. And that's really been what we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. The New Zealand dollar's gone from about 75 cents US up to about 80. We've also gained a little bit against the yen. Against the euro, we've tended to be fairly flat, around 57 cents. So that really does indicate where the issues have been. It is coming out of that European situation. Now, why the pick-up in risk appetites? There's been a lot more confidence starting to come through into markets that Europe's politicians are starting to take their situation a lot more seriously. There have been a lot more meetings coming through, a lot more comments from politicians as they're working through on what looks like to be a more credible solution. Where currencies go over the next month is going to be very heavily linked to what happens in Europe. We do have the politicians in Europe working towards a solution. Here's what a comprehensive solution might look like. The first step is to realise that Greece's debts are just too high for it to be able to pay back, and they need to be cut back substantially. So that will mean quite a loss to be taken and absorbed across Europe. The second part is all the other countries that are in a bit of trouble need to have financial firepower put behind them so that everybody will be confident that they won't go the same way and that there is something behind there to prop them up. And the third part is recapitalising any banks in Europe that need it, whether it's private sector money or as a last resort the European government stepping in and doing that. We do need to see all three of those parts come together pretty much at once to give everybody the confidence that this problem is resolved and there won't be further defaults down the track. Confidence is very key to this solution. Looking ahead, we've got two key events. One is next weekend on the 23rd, an EU summit. Obviously in New Zealand, we're going to be focused a lot more on something else. The second is in early November, the Cairn meeting of the G20, where we really need to have a solution fully ironed out.